you're over-modulating. Go ahead.
Apologies, I was on a different microphone. Yeah, anyway, hope this is a little bit better. I'm on a different microphone. How are you anyway? There, John, VK3 JWC, VK3 FTOM.
FTOM, VK3 JWC. Tom, that signal was just perfect. That last one, yeah, proper modulation and very clear readability, fine, no problem. I'm well, thanks, a bit tired, been busy, and I've got that piece of kit that Michael gave me on Saturday in a million pieces here on the bench. So we're getting there. We're just getting there slowly. Lovely day out. Had the chance of meeting with a friend just after lunch, a bloke that I joined the Air Force with many years ago. So we had a cup of coffee and a bit of a chat, and it would appear that the Ballarat Air Museum is putting on a bit of a show on the, I say a show, I mean is inviting people to attend on the 19th of March. So he and I are going to grab the train and go up there. And how have you been? And have you been keeping busy? And once again, thanks for last Saturday. It was a big task, and you completed it with aplomb, my friend. Well done. VK3 TOM, VK3 JWC.
Yeah, VK3 JWC, VK3 FTOM returning. Yeah, no worries, buddy. It was. I'm glad it went down well, and yeah, I personally enjoyed it quite a lot, and I'm glad. Actually, I think it was Monday, not Sunday, but I'm glad it went the way it went, and it was really good to see everybody, and yeah, all in all, very happy that it went ahead the way it did, and yeah, it was a really good day. It was good to see everybody showed up. Wasn't quite as big as the one I held on Australia Day, but it was still a good get-together. There was still probably 15 to 18 people there at the peak. Anyway, it was good. Justin put on a good barbecue for us, and yeah, all in all, it was a good time. VK3 JWC, VK3 FTOM.
JWC. That's good, Tom. Yeah. My apologies. I get days confused every now and again. That's what happens when you retire. I just put the dinner on. Started to steam the veggies. So when you called, and I thought I'd give you a report, and that's been done. So I might excuse myself. You have a good rest of the day. Hope you have some more contacts on this band and others. And we'll catch you further down the log, my friend. VK3 FTOM, good contact. VK3 JWC, you'll be clear and then listening. 73s.
Yeah, VK3 JWC. Have a good day, buddy. 7 trees. Cheers. Yeah, unfortunately, I put a couple of calls out on 70 centimetres before, and that seems fairly quiet. So I might go back up to there and see who's about. Anyway. But yeah, I might go up to 70 centimetres. So if anybody's interested, I'm going to QSY up to VK3 RSC on 70 centimetres. Anyway, 7 trees are there, John. Have a good night. VK3 JWC, VK3 FTOM, back to listening. Seven trees, John. VK3 FTOM, QSY 439 900, VK3 RSC repeater. Now on 70 centimetres. VK3 FTOM listening. Yeah, VK3 Kilo Echo Lima, VK3 FTOM. Well, good to hear you on this band. How are you this afternoon?
Yeah, alright, Tom. You probably don't remember. My name's Ray, Romeo Alpha Yankee, Tom. Yeah, haven't spoken to you for a long time, so how you doing? Are you well or over?
Yeah, I'm doing well, buddy. I'm doing very well. Very well. Anyway, yeah. I'm doing well, and had a good get-together in the park with about probably between 15 and 18 hams at the max on Labor Day, which was really nice. There were quite a few of us down there, and yeah, so been doing a couple of barbecues and get-togethers, and yeah, had an absolute blast. Put some calls out on 40 motors, and so yeah, that was a really good day. VK3 KIL, VK3 FTOM.
Yeah, fine, Tom. Oh, good. Terrific. No problem. That's great. I heard that you were there. I heard you talking to somebody were going to go to a barbecue and a bit of a talk and what have you. So I suppose you took your radio and had a few. I heard you having a few contacts actually with a few people, a few quick ones, and yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I hope you had plenty to eat and had a good day. Over.
Yeah, VK3 KL, VK3 FTOM. Yeah, it was a really good day. If you look up my YouTube channel, just type in my call sign, you should find a video of that. But no, it was a really good afternoon. Anyway, no, it was a really good afternoon. Anyway, yeah, not much to really complain about. That was a really good day. We sort of got there at 10 o'clock, and I didn't end up getting home till like 5 p.m. because I just sort of said to everybody, I'll be there, roll up, we'll have the barbecue going and we'll be playing radio, and it was really good. Turned out really well. Anyway, glad to see that all's going well with you, and hope all's well, and yeah, it's good to see this repeater being used. Because yeah, I'll try and make a point of using 70 centimetres, and unfortunately it doesn't get quite the love of 2 motors, but I spend a fair bit of time on 70 centimetres and 2 motors. Anyway, hope you're doing well, and yeah, I'm just enjoying the sunshine, currently sitting in the back garden with the HT. So yeah, just enjoying the sort of 20-odd degree weather. It's rather pleasant.
Yeah, fine, Tom. Oh, well, that's great. Yeah, good, nice weather to get out and about, that's for sure. I'm glad that yeah, the sun's out a little bit, so it's not too bad. I'm inside at the moment, but you know, I did go outside took the dog outside before, and it was it's quite pleasant out there. So no, that's good. Yeah, good. I heard you around occasionally, and yeah, it's good that you're still getting about and enjoying your radio, and I hope you're still getting onto HF and all of those other ones as well, Tom. Over.
Yeah, VK3 KEL, VK3 FTOM. Yeah, on the barbecue, at the time at the barbecue, I actually spent 90% of my time on HF. I worked into VK5, so South Australia, I worked down to Tassie, worked up into New South Wales, all on 40 motors, so no, it was actually quite a good day on the HF front. And yeah, so yeah, anyway, not to worry at all. But no, it was a really good time, and I enjoyed it, and yeah, so no, I've been on HF, I've been, actually, I hate to say it, but I've been spending more time on HF than 2 and 70, even though 2 motors is my first love, but I spent more time on 70 on HF rather than 70 centimeters and 2 motors recently, which personally I like to keep it the opposite way around. But anyway, not to worry. VK3 KEL, VK3 FTOM.
Yeah, fine, Tom. No, that's great. I'd like to get on it. I'll have to get my antennas sorted out and get the radios into another room where I've been wanting to do that for a while. So when I get my HF stuff inside into the other room where I've got my other radio gear, I'd like to get on HF again myself. So and have a bit of a play around. I think, when was it? It was about 6 months ago. I think I just went out to the garage and spoke on it and had a contact with some bloke in New South Wales straight away. So that was pretty good. So I just hope that in the future I can do it and contact people even further afield than New South Wales. Tom, over.
Yes, I can relate to that. I've worked into America a couple of times, and I've also worked up into New Zealand and even into Europe a couple of times with just QRP power. And there's nothing more satisfying than working DX with a bit of wire slung up a tree and a small rig. Anyway, buddy, it's certainly good to hear you want to get back on HF. And to be honest, all my HF operating is portable. I occasionally throw a wire antenna up in the back garden, but considering I can't have anything up permanent, if I'm going to throw a wire antenna up in the back garden, I might as well just go portable. Anyway, not to worry at all. Back to you from VK3 FTOM.
Yeah, fine, Tom. Yeah, no, that sounds great. No, fantastic. I've got some permanent antennas up, but I should get the radios into the other room so that I can use them more often, and I should do that and do a few Really good. Anyway, Tom, good to catch up with you again. I hope everything goes well for you, and good to hear you on. VK3FTOM, VK3KEL.
Yeah, VK3KEL from VK3FTOM. No worries, buddy. 7-3s. Have a good day. Cheers.
73s, Tom. Bye for now.
VK3FTOM. Back to listening. So that was 70 centimetres, 439,900. VK3RSC repeater.
Mobile.
G'day, Tim. How are you? VK3FTZD, VK3FTOM.
Yeah, I'm good. Just finished a nasty job, and I'm on my way home, finally. Took me a couple of hours to do this job. How are you going, Tom?
How am I going? I'm going really well, mate. I'm going really well. I'm not sure if you saw the video or not, but the barbecue and the radio get-together on the weekend went really well. I apologise if any of you can hear the carrying on in the background. You know what it's like having housemates, I assume, Tim. VK3. FTZD from VK3, FTOM.
I know too well about housemates and the circumstances there, but I can't hear them at all. I don't know if it's just this microphone that I'm using, this speaker mic that I'm using, that I can't hear it, but yeah, just can't hear it. Yeah, good to see that the barbecue on the weekend went well. There was another video that I started watching of yours on YouTube and then couldn't find it again. The repeater one that you posted, I just couldn't find it after that. Back to you.
Oh, okay. I'll SMS you the link to that. It's still there. It's still there. I'll SMS you the link to that.
Oh, just FB message that to me. You know, the social media one.
Yeah, no worries. I'll send you the Facebook message of that. Yeah, no worries at all. Oh yeah. Anyway, no, I've been having fun and been enjoying the hobby, Tim. Enjoying the hobby. It's always good fun. Always good fun. Anyway, not to worry. I'm glad to see that you've been doing well, and glad to hear that all's going well with you. And yeah, not much else to really report. Just been enjoying life and enjoying the hobby of amateur radio and doing my schoolwork and doing what needs to be done. Back to you, Tim.
Yeah, that's the way, Tom. I'm much the same, doing schoolwork, doing the normal work, and all that. Also trying to entertain my curious mind. I'm actually, I started building what's called an all-star mode. I don't know if you've heard about those there, Tom.
Yes, I'm very familiar with All-Star. All-Star is a very interesting network. That's sort of like Echolink and ILRP, but it's FM modulation, isn't it? It's not digital. It's FM, but it's sort of like ILRP, but runs off Asterix, the phone well, not the phone network, but it uses Asterix as its base, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's right, Tom. It uses Asterix as its base and then connects into a star network, essentially, of more star networks and more star networks, and essentially that's where the star comes into the name, I guess. But yeah, it's just quite interesting and whatnot. And Asterix, I believe, is the VoIP VoIP server software that was written for Linux, and so it utilises that sort of interface and that sort of software with custom bindings and whatnot as well. Back to you there, Tom.
Yeah, VK3FTOM returning. Yes, okay, Tim. No worries at all. Yeah. I'm very familiar with the system, and yeah, it seems very interesting. I've been looking at that as well with interest. Oh, sorry about that if you can hear it. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can or not, but yeah, there's some yelling going on in the background. Anyway, not to worry at all. But no, All Star is very interesting. I'm not sure if you listen. There's a podcast by Eric 4Z1UG. He does podcast re-interviews amateur radio operators, and he's always talking about All Star and its potential opportunities. And yeah, I do think it'd be good if there was more All Star infrastructure, because there's a fair bit of ILRP and Echolink, but not much All Star in Melbourne. I know in WA VK6 they have 1 or 2 All Star nodes. Anyway, back to you, Tim.
Yeah, true. I believe that there's also links to other services, so links to DMR talk groups and P25 talk groups and all that sort of stuff. I believe I haven't looked that far into it. What I am thinking of doing though is I've got a 430 to 480 megahertz with a 7 meg split diplexer sitting there. Oh no, duplexer, sorry, it's called a duplexer sitting there. So I was thinking I've got 2 Baofangs that I am more than happy to have in a million pieces inside a box and just have the antenna output of those into this this duplexer that I've got sitting there, and have myself my own little 1 watt repeater for around home. Back to you.
Yes. I was actually talking to Steve, because he showed up on Monday, in a social sense, came by and had a snag, and yeah, we're actually talking about the exact legal things about sticking nodes in your house. And yeah, as long as they're low power and only for your personal use, you can stick whatever you want in your own house to do it, and you don't have to worry about repeaters. I think the only catch is you just need to turn it off when you're not using it. But yeah, I reckon that'd be a really interesting thing. And yeah, a 70 centimetre All-Star node sounds like a good idea. Yes, I do agree. And yeah, I saw a thing by an American the other day on Facebook, and he'd gutted up. I'm not sure if you're saying the BFF. I think it's a Baofeng BFF8S, I think, 88S or something like that. Anyway, he'd modded he'd got the insides out, and he'd turned it into a nice little, and then he'd mounted it on top of a Raspberry Pi and made an All-Star node that way. Anyway, so there are some quite ingenious ways of doing it, but no, I think a fully duplex system sounds like a good idea. VK3FTZD from VK3FTOM.